Hello, this is Casper Anderson and welcome to another Umbraco tutorial. Yes, this will be a 2-in-1-day thingy. I thought it was such a shame I hadn't delivered some content in 2 to 3 weeks, so I thought, you know what, let's make up for it with another video now that I'm nice and fresh after today's Umbraco experience. Although we didn't learn this today, this is something I've known for a couple of weeks now, and I thought I'd definitely share it, and this is about searching through your content, and that's something we all want to know how to do. So let's just get right to it. We'll just open up our project. There we go. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is of course add a search form. So let's just add a form a minute. Let's do it on the master page. Let me see, we've got the render body, partials, navigate. Let's do it inside the navigation of partial view. Where do we have that? Navigation, there we go. And we want to here, after everything has been done, we want to do a no, we can't do a form here, so we'll do that here. Form, and then a new line. So this is your average form. And in here we want to say, let me just see what I did on my other page here. Yeah, that's actually fine. Then we want to put an action, and the action will be equal to the page we want to direct it to, but that hasn't been created yet, so we'll just leave that for now. And then we want a method of this. Let's see, method which will be equal to post, or not equal, just post, because we're posting something. And the target would be equal to underscore blank, so that it opens in a new tab or window if for some weird reason the browser doesn't support tabs. Okay, so that all looks good, I think. Yep. Now we want our input. Of course, we write div, so not div, input, and then type will be equal to search. And it doesn't really matter, so to speak, because search and text box will be the same, but text box will just display, if, for example, if you have Chrome or something like that as your browser, it will, for example, Google, the Google service, that's a search. So this search here the Google Chrome will load in, or if you save these things, of course, but it does automatically unless you don't make it not save. Then it will display all the things that you've saved in a little drop down. So that's a nice handy thing to do. Yeah, so input search. Let me just see a minute. Input. And then we can put a class equal to form control. There we go. And but yeah, we could put a placeholder. Let's just put a placeholder of search. I don't know, something. Yep, and then we'll give our name as well, which will be search. That's it. Bit long, but there we go. Okay, so we now have a fine little search form. And yeah, then we want another thing, of course. So here we'll do a span, and we'll make it a class of input. See, input dash group dash btn, and then inside of this we'll do a button, and then the button will have a class of btn dash btn space btn dash default for the default button in Bootstrap, and the type will be equal to button. There we go. And yep. And then here inside the button we want to do another. I think it's inside the button. Yeah, we'll do a span. And then we'll give the span a class of glyphicon, and then glyphic Oh, not outside. There we go. And then Glyphicon. Come on. And then dash search. There we go. I think that is all. Then another span button. Why is the L span? Yep. Okay, that all looks good. Let's just have a look and see what that looks like. I've got to do something about this. There we go. Out of that. And let's just check. There we go. There's a search bar. Of course, it's very long because we haven't defined anything. So let's just go in and do that. So we have here, let's put a div around it. Div class is equal to col-3, for example, or lg3, there we go, and then wrap that around in the div, and see what that looks like. Okay, better. Yeah, there is one thing. See, this doesn't look good. We want the button up next to the search form. But the thing is, if we look at the, where is it? Is it not this? Let me just try and float, none. What had I done here? Yeah, of course. We want the div here to have an input group. As far as I remember. Let's try again. Reload. Actually, I don't know why we have this. I don't think we need this input here, so we'll just take that away, and then that. I think that's a bit more what we're looking for. Yeah, that's better. Okay. And then okay, well you can at least get this search button up next to the what's it called, next to the input field. Just see, what did I do here? I did span, and then that was after. Yeah, okay. Don't know what happened there. Anyway, okay, let's just revert these settings a bit. Up, forward, input group. There we go. Okay. That all looks good. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Let's just open up this. You can always style it yourself better, or style it better yourself after the tutorial. This is just for the search purpose, really. Let's open here. So first thing we want to do is we want to have a search page. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the settings section, create a new document type. And we'll call this search results. You can see I've actually already done this before. And of master document type, we just want to select the master, and we'll create that. And we'll reload, and okay, don't know why it's not there, but let's just put it there, master search results. There we go, jumps up under as it should, and we have our search results here, and we want to put in two properties. Also, we want to make sure that the home node can actually create a search results under it. Go to the home page, create, and then search results. We'll just call it search results, and then we'll put the page title there, and that's all good. Now we'll publish. Just make sure we got through. No, it's not. We'll try again, and it's through. Okay, so we can try and go to the page, and we're in it, and there's nothing there. So of course, search results, blah 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 blah. Okay, there's one. Okay, yeah, I'll leave that in another video. No, you know what? I'll put that here now as a little extra thing. One thing you can do in all of these pages, which we actually should do, is inside the master here, there's one thing I'd like to put for all, page title and side name are now for all document types under this tree structure here, and there's one more thing I'd like to add, which is the Umbraco Navi Hide. If you write exactly like this, not the name doesn't matter, but the alias has to look like this, and then you select a true false, and we'll put it into the site information and save it. Then now, if we, for example, go to our here, selection is equal to current page.site.children where visible, and site is just another way of saying ancestors or self first level. And visible is the Umbraco Navi Hide, which is a special thing for Umbraco. There's also redirect internal URL, I think it's called, that redirects you as soon as you hit the page. Just directly redirects you to whatever page you've chosen. But we're going to do this where visible, and that means now if we reload this page, nothing has happened. But if we go back now and go to search results and say Umbraco Navi Hide, that means that one, I think that means that should not be in there. Let's just check. There we go. So if they're unchecked, it means show it, but you can always change the name and description yourself. But now whatever is clicked here won't be shown, so we can go to the news section and say we just don't want people seeing our news at the moment, so we'll just click that, reload. They can still access the page, that is a thing to note, but you could always go and just unpublish by pressing here and go to unpublish, content unpublished, and we could even take that way and say save. There we go. But if we go back, you see it's still not there because it hasn't been published, but if of course we go save and publish, then it would come back. Okay, but we don't want the search results page to be there, we want to be directed there. So what we're going to do is we are going to go back into Umbraco, and then we're going to go to the settings, and then we're going to, developer, and we'll go to partial view macro files and play with that again. So we're going to create another partial view macro, and this will also call search results, but yeah, like that. And snippet will be empty, and I'll provide the code. So this is how it should start looking. And let me just find the code on my second monitor here. Oh, sorry, that was the wrong one. There we go, search results. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we're inheriting from the partial view macro page, and we want to put in a couple of things. We have 3 using statements we want to put in here. We want to do using examine Lucene engine search criteria. We want to do using system and using system.link. And that's all we're going to do from here right now. Now we're going to go back into Visual Studio and check out our new page. There we go, search results, include that. And yeah, so now that's there. And now the first thing we want to do is just open like this. And then we want to create a string, and we could call this the search query, for example, or search term, whatever you want to call it. And that will be equal to request, and then just in open close brackets we give this string a key, and that could be a query, for example. And query just means what we've looked for, what we've asked for. That's fine for now. And then we're going to say, well, if string is null or white space, like that. Oh, sorry, not string like that. We actually want to ask for that type of string, and then we can open close and pass in our search query. We want to check if that thing is null or white space. Then yeah, if that is true, then search query is just equal to nothing, like that. But then here we want to say variable searcher is equal to examine manager dot instance, and you can see what this does. No, you can't, sorry. There we go. And then var search criteria will be equal to the searcher. Now we've instantiated the examine manager, and then create search. Search criteria. Oh, that's the search query one. Just want the search. There we go. Then we want to create search criteria and just leave that blank. There are some overloaded methods. String type, blah blah. We don't want to do any of that. Just leave it blank. Okay. And then we want to do our query. So var query is equal to the search criteria that we created there, and then we want to say grouped. Grouped, or, and this is where it gets a bit weird, and we want to say new and then array, and then we want to create an array, and these are the search criterias that you can search in, or the query, so to speak. So the first one we would like to have as the node name, whatever node name there is, and the second one we could just say, for example, name. And then the third one, these are all the fields we could search for. We also might like to want to search for title, and another thing I'd like to search for is the body text. That's always a good thing. And that's really it. And then after this, comma, and then we want to pass in our search. Sorry, our search query. So search query, there we go. So it's going to look for whatever comes from the search query, and we'll go on to that in a minute. It will look for that in node names, name, title, and body text. And these are some, for example, title and name are very generic. Or title is, name is actually from webshop, I think it is. But title is very generic, and so is node name, and body text you usually have all over the place. So if you ever have any rich text editor fields, you always name them body text to save yourself some hassle with this. And then after that we want to say .compile, and then that's it. Oh, sorry. And then that's done. Okay. And then another thing we want to do is, after that's done, then we want to do a if, then if search, if the query, actually let's name this to search results. Search results, much better. Okay, so if the search results dot any, and why doesn't that work? Ah, yeah, sorry, I've done one step ahead a minute. That was the query. That was completely correct. Let's just copy that. So query, or cut it. There we go. Now we want to do one more thing. So var search results is equal to our searcher, and then we'll say dot search, and then it's going to need an examine search criteria, and that will be our query. There we go. And we'll do it from where, by this, then x, for example, lambda expression x to the x, and then we want to do this, and it's going to, there's either an int result index or a string key. We want to pass it, and I know this is going to be a bit weird, but we're going to pass the underscore underscore index type. Okay, I'm not even quite sure what this does, to be honest, but I think it just gets a type of index. I want to get it where it's equal to content, so not media or anything, but content. And then as the last thing we'll say dot to list. And why doesn't our list work? I've done something wrong here, haven't I? Let me just see a minute. So search results equal to searcher dot search query where, and then x dash x, and then by that index type is equal to content, and then dot to list. Looks pretty good. Can't see what would be wrong here. I think. Let me just see. Search query, yep, where? It all looks pretty good. No, there are no problems. This is the problem. Okay, I was right. So we'll say if search results, no, so there we go. Search results dot any, like so. So if there's anything in the search results, then we want to display it. And I'm just going to copy some code now here, because this is more the styling part. But yeah, so I'm just going to go in here, copy down, and paste in some code. And I'll walk you through the code now. So here, of course, just put that in. So for each var of the result in the search results, then of course, okay, this is something from your web shop, so we don't want to play with that. So yeah, we do, but not with this one. That can't matter. So here we're going to get the node, which is equal to umbraco.typeContent, and then the result we get .id, and path ID is equal to result, and then underscore underscore path, and we want to split it at the comma. And then here the path is umbraco.typeContent, path IDs, and yeah, we want to get it where it's not equal to null, so where the whole object, and we want to select and get a new one of the name, and then to list. So the path here will show out the name, and this is all part of a product, so we don't want to do that. So I think we'd rather say, what was product a minute? Yeah. So let's just keep it with node. So if node is not equal to ID, then we want to get node.url, node.title, node.images.any. Actually, no, that doesn't matter. No, wait, is it path perhaps? No, not at all. What did I do there? Okay, get products. Weird. Okay, so node and node, and we're just going to take away this part here. Okay. And put in the node there, and if this some, actually all this we won't be needing at all. There we go. So let's just start with this, for example, and this is not the search term, this is search results. Oh no, not search term. What was that here? That's the top one, the search query. So we're saying, well, if it's not null or white space, then put out the search query here, and then you could also put in some text, for example here, no results found for, and that. And there's one thing here, and node.title, I think it's, yep, node.name. So title was something to do with your web shop. So this is more or less what we need, actually. Yeah. So now the only thing we need to do is to link them up together in two ways. One is we need to go to our search results, and okay, I did something wrong, I can see. We need one more thing, search results, and we need to go to the here and open up and call a body text of rich text editor inside the site information. I will save it, and now we can go to our no, actually that should already be done in the developer section. So if we click here and just insert the macro, we should be able, no, that's a gallery macro, that's because we haven't done it for this one. So of course in here, developer, reload node, search results, and oh sorry, no, it's the macro, we need to do that one. There we go, that's good. Yep, that one, parameters, no parameters that we want to send in, to be honest, because this is fine. There's nothing from the back end we want. So yeah, that's good. So in here in search results, we can now, yep, we are in there. Insert our macro. That's just fine. Just save and publish. Don't worry about that. Don't worry, it's there. And yep, now we just want to go to our page, which was the master page, and you can see we. Wait a minute, didn't we? That's what we put inside the navigation. Let's just find. There we go. So we have here everything, but we still need to specify an action, which is the URL we want to be taken to when we search. So what we want to do is we want to create a new query, and a thing I learned here was yeah, okay, the home page here, this way is okay of querying, but one way that's not okay of querying is using the descendant, because even though you ask in a subnode and then you say .descendants, it will still search for it'll still search through all the content for the descendant you're looking for, and then after that apply the proper filtering. I know that may sound a bit weird, but just trust me in this. So if and then we'll say search results, and we'll just call it page. Now be equal to model.content and then .site. Sorry, no, we can't do that. We want to do ancestor or self, like that. And then we want to say .children. No, I said ancestors or self. We'd go ancestor or self. There we go. And say children. Like that, and then we say where x is equal to document type alias, where that is equal to, and then what our name was. So if we go back and just check our search results page, there we go, that was the alias. So put that into there and save. So now we will grab whatever page we're on and go to the top node and then find all the children where the document type alias is equal to search result, and we only have one page, and we'll only always have one search page, hopefully. Otherwise you guys should be able to figure out a workaround. So yeah, we now have our search results page, and now in our form action we just do that, search result page, and then do URL. Oh, why can't we? Yeah, I think it's because we're doing the children, so we want to do that, and then of course .first, or yeah, first or default we can also do as well. There we go. So now we have that, and now we can say this, and then URL absolute, which will turn the whole HTTP format instead of just /this, because that can be a bit weird sometimes. So yeah, let's go back and test it. So if we press search now, nothing happens. What if we press enter here? Okay, so see here, the button here hasn't been wired up properly, but you guys can take care of that. But inside here, if I go to search and then press enter, we're directed to the search results, but nothing is here. So if we go in and have a look here at the search results, then yeah, this one we can't use for anything actually. And then of course it's supposed to say no results found for, but there's nothing in it. So of course if it'll only go into this if there's actually something there, but he can't find it. So let's go in and blah 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 and enter. Okay, I don't think it found anything. Let's just try something properly, like contact. Why doesn't that work? Here's the proper search results page, isn't it? Well, there's only one. See, when stuff like this happens, there's only one thing to do: put a breakpoint and go. Ah, wait a minute. I think I know why. It's requesting a query here, but what are we sending from the master? So from the navigation. Yeah, see, input here, the name is equal to search. I think we need to change that name into query, if I remember correctly. Let me just see a minute. This is that was the wrong one. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. So whatever the name is here, we want to have the same there. So we'll call this query as well. And then we should be able to go back. Let's just stop the debugging a minute. I'm pretty sure I'm right. And just reload the site again. Not in that. Close. Thank you. Okay, let's just close that and reload the page. So now we press enter. Of course, nothing happens. And if we write blah 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 blah, okay, nothing happens. And I'm guessing if we write contact, okay, nothing happens. Damn. I was hoping that it would work. Okay, then all we can do now is try. Okay, let me just think. Type search, class, placeholder, search name, query, and we did call it query back in here as well. Yes, okay. Nothing else to do than try and see if we actually get over here. If we hit the breakpoint and see what we can dig up. So let's just reload the page. We shouldn't hit the breakpoint yet. No, we didn't. Okay, so let's search for contact. Press enter, and we didn't even hit the breakpoint. So why didn't we do that? Let me just go back into here a minute. Search results. That has been all properly done, hasn't it? Let's just make sure it has. Oh wait, now we're inside. There we go. Okay, it was just a bit slow. So let's see. Okay, so whatever we get just comes back. We don't get anything from our request. Nothing is sent. So already there is the problem. So just stop a minute. And go back and close and reload. Okay, let's have a look at the code a minute. So this is fine, but it's the form that might be lagging a bit. Let me see what I did when I did this. Okay, I did put the input type to text. I wonder why. Let me just see a minute. So input type is equal to text. What happens if we reload the page then? Well, nothing. Actually, I think we should make the type button type equal to submit. That will submit the form. Maybe that could be one of the reasons why it doesn't work. So if we press now and submit the form, put in something random, submit. Okay, it still doesn't grab it, but still. And we could also do it here. Lucky to know. Let's put search back then. Okay. So boom, boom, boom. Have a look. Okay, then this was what I had from the old site where I did. Let's just put it in and see what the difference is. Button, BTN default, style background, yep, type. Equal to button, that's the, and I just changed that to submit, and then we did another span class. Okay, so these were switched around, so that is why, so we'll just remove that for now, and then we can reload the site and you'll see what I wanted with the button, even though that doesn't work, typical. And yeah, I'll just grab the go back in a minute. I also had a div, but didn't give it a call. I just think I gave it an input group actually. But oh shit, that was not a nice sound for me there. There we go, and for some reason my form had a style of float none. Cannot remember why, but I probably did something. Form styles, use a float none. Okay, doesn't really do anything, but anyway, now this works. Of pressing, or it used to work. We can just go back into the type, make it into a submit. And name is equal to query on the input type. Yep. Let's try and rebuild all the code again. Search results. But basically like any other form. Where is it? Navigation, there we go. Input type. That is what we're looking for. And then the name query. Because this will post to this page here. So that is how it works. That's how forms work. Request, query, they are the same and everything. Okay, let's try and build again, see what happens. No. Reload the page a minute. There we go. So test, press enter. Nothing comes up, but it should grab hold of the page, I thought. Let me just check something a minute. Can't seem to... Ah, there's still something going on in here. That's weird. Let's just stop this a minute. And run the site like normal. Not through Internet Explorer. Let's just reload this page a minute. It is there. Save and publish. Let's just... something has gone wrong with our macro. That's not good. Oh dear. That's not good at all. Let's just delete that. I don't know what has happened there. Discard changes and delete it from here, of course, into recycle bin. Okay, let's try again. So create, home, create, search results. We'll call it search results. There we go. Page style will be search results, and then my search results. Where does it put it? Insert macro, search results, and save and publish. There we go. I think all is good. Let's just go here. Okay, so there is something wrong, as you can see here. Our rich text editor does not appear, meaning something has gone completely wrong. Let's just see a minute. Document types, master, search results. This look good. We have the body text. And the partial view macro files, search results is all good in there. As far as I can see, we get properties, and then the macros. Allow that, parameters, no. Yeah, can't see what the problem should be. Why it won't load. Okay, something's definitely going wrong with that macro. Let's just see. Very, very weird. let's just try and remove it and save, and then see what happens when we go to the search results page. Oh, it comes back, of course, but there's nothing in there, not even what we put in. Ah, of course, that is my bad. I should be hanged. A lot. A lot. We have, of course, our search results page, but we haven't said anything. We, of course, want to say at current page dot body text. We aren't putting it out. Stupid mistake sometimes. So if we go back now, reload. Let's just reload here. And there is our search results. Let's just put that in a little bit nicer, shall we? So div class equals to container fluid, and div class equal to container, and then we can put a div class equal to row on it, like that. And then we want to do another div class which will be equal to col-lg-8, for example. And then we could have the search results in here, and then next to here, for example, we do a div class equal to col dash, I think it's offset, yeah, lg offset 1. So that's what we've used 9 now, so we have 3 left. So div class is equal to col dash lg dash 3. 9 plus 3 is 12. There we go. And then of course this one we want to pull right, and this one we want to pull left. There we go. Let's try now. Reload, and there we go. It's under the search results. Again, I hope you guys have done better at making the site look better than I have. So, okay, let us try now. So we'll go back to the home page, for example, and we'll write, just press, and nothing happens, as it should do. Go back, and we'll write contact, and why did nothing happen? What have I messed up now? Yeah, of course we didn't add, we took away the partial view in the, oh, sorry, no, not yet, there, search results. We need to add it back in, of course, so insert macro, search results. I think it's weird why the text doesn't show up, but I think it's got something to do with the styling of the things. Let's just reload, search results, nothing there. Let's just try and write contact, and we'll press it, and there is something in there. And let's see what we can find. It says thumbnail and then contact us in there, and then the title, but don't know what's happened to all of this. But there's a link somewhere in there. Ah, yeah, of course. Let me just go and fix this. Don't know why there's a thumbnail. Well, let's get rid of that, and that as well. And then here, that one. Okay, now we're talking. So here, at node.name. That was a small hiccup. Continue. And here we have the contact us page. We can press and it will link us to our contact formula. Of course, still nothing there. We can put news, search, and then it finds the news section, and this is my first Umbraco news item. So if we go to the news section, then it has, yeah, because I've searched for news, it found this one. If I'd written second up here, then it would have found the second home page and second item. So yeah, as you can see, we now have a full, fine working search. You guys can tweak it to as however you like. And oh yeah, last fine little finesse. If we write complete bollocks, and then no results found for what we searched. So yeah, this is perfect. The only thing to bear in mind is that this does not use any query strings, so you can't just send results backwards and forwards. But for small sites, this is the best way to do it. But if you have a very big site with a lot of search results, you might want to think about using it as a query string and then doing request.query string instead of just request. So anyway, this was a very long episode. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped a lot of people. I know when I figured this out, this helped me a lot. So yeah, take care, have a nice evening, and please subscribe and like and comment if there's anything else you'd want me to do. Bye bye.